going on, everybody? It is Friday night once again. Back in the house. So it's still this house for now. But how's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing good. Munchkin's just being quiet.
No, I was suffering technical difficulties for some reason. I was like
mirrored.
way behind and
Yeah,
shit
but
was all goofy.
I'm backwards. But it's not backwards on my screen.
It says evil.
I'm not backwards on my screen.
It's backwards on my screen too.
Oh, okay. Let me try to fix that. I know where I changed it before, and I had to do that because it was messed up last time. This is probably going to screw me all up,
but he's
okay.
not even. He's
Am
not
I
even
okay
right
now?
side evil. Yes, now you are live instead of evil.
Okay. Oh, I was evil.
Yes, you were evil.
I was evil before, and now I'm live. Okay, cool. It looked like it was fine, but then I was looking at it going, that does look backwards.
It was not. It was backwards.
I was looking up some stuff about my wing. I know this is paramotor related, and y'all are probably like, whatever. But I want to tell y'all something. Now, the wing I have for my paramotor is a BGD Magic ML. It's 27-meter wing, right? Which they told me,
they are.
Thanks, Will. Will Fly just subscribed. Thanks, Will. He has got like the badassest paramotor van I've seen yet. He is Mac Daddy that thing out. And I'm like, man, if I could afford one of those vans or even find one, which apparently they're hard to find, I'd love to do something very similar to what he did. It looks awesome. And he's real good at video editing also, which I cannot do worth a darn. If I could, I'd have a gabillion subscribers probably. But so my Magic ML wing, the main reason I bought that wing is because when I bought my paramotor, which is the factory R, they were like, we have a Magic ML in stock, and it'll be the right size for you. It'll work fine. And I looked up the specs on this wing, right? And they show it in kilograms. So after reading the manual really close, it says that the weight that they show is your all-up weight, which means you plus the paramotor, the wing, your helmet, all that stuff. The all-up weight range for the Magic ML is 88 to 108 kilograms, right? And for us US folks, that means 194 pounds to 238 pounds. I weigh more than 238 pounds, so I am definitely overloaded on that wing.
So what you're saying, you're a little too fluffy for your wing?
Well, I'm definitely too fluffy, but if you take my weight, right, and then you add on another 54 pounds for the paramotor, and then your helmet and all, and the wing, all that stuff, I'm way overweight. I'm like 70-something pounds over the load for that wing. I did fly with it, and it works. But
hello, Linda.
To give you an idea on the comparison, the other wing that I flew when I was training was the Mac Charger 2. And the Mac Charger 2 is a 28-meter wing. Hey, Tony. The Mac Charger 2 is a 28-meter wing, and the weight limit on it all up is 110 to 168 kilograms, or in pounds, 243 to 353 pounds. That's a no-brainer to me. That's like, I could add on a paramotor and a trike and still be under the weight limit for that wing. I need another wing. It's just plain and simple. It's like, man, why did they tell me that wing was good for me when I weigh more than 238 pounds?
Number one, because they wanted to sell it to you. Number two, it might work. It's not like you're going to fall out of the sky. You know what I mean?
They just wanted to make a sale. Dolores, I'd agree with that. I mean, even though Allie was like, I'm not trying to be a salesman. I'm just letting you know that if you buy the wing this month, we're doing $500 off if you buy the motor and wing from us. So I was like, hey, that's $500. Can you resell the wing? DeMillan, that is definitely a possibility because the wing has had literally one flight on it. One.
Mhm.
So if I post it for sale and put, yeah, this wing has had
Pre-tested.
45-minute flight on it, period, that's it, then I'd be able to sell it really easy. It's not like it has any damage to it or anything.
Where
it's
is
brand
that
new.
at, Angela?
The
Because
fly
if
engaged.
it's
That's
somewhere within driving distance.
No, it's in Florida. It's down
That's
really
not
close
in
to the
driving distance.
Wachula Airport. Yeah, it's way down there. I'd love to go to that, but yeah, it's in June, so it's going to be
Well,
really
damn,
hot.
Stina. I'm telling you, you need to call a real estate office. And I don't say this to be derogatory towards you, but they'll literally hire anybody. And once you get involved in that type of thing, your options from bouncing to different types from sales to title to lenders are unlimited.
Will, I did that because of those stupid Russian bots that come in here and post sex stuff. But hey, Will, welcome to chat. Yeah, I had to do that, man. They were coming in here and just hitting me up so bad. Yeah, Will Fly is a well-seasoned paramotor pilot. He does a lot of paramotor shows. He's on like every one that I'm either on or watch, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, he's got way more experience than I do. And I know Will was listening probably when I was talking about that wing going, holy crap, I'm way overweight for my wing.
Oh, did they shoot that balloon down, Wally?
Yeah, Fly It for Gage, yeah, in it's Bowling Green, Florida. I wasn't sure what city it was, but yeah.
That's just a little far of a drive, and
it's a
we're
good
gonna have to
ways.
take time off because we're buying a house. So
yeah, we're buying a house, but I mean, we have two meets that we have two fly-ins that are going to be happening here. The spring wing happens the exact same time that Bad Apples does, so 99% of all the paramotor pilots go to Bad Apples. So I know they're not going to come to spring wing, but they should have staggered the dates a little bit, I think. That way everybody could go enjoy both fly-ins. And then the other one they got is the Paces one, which is in Richmond. That's not too far.
When is Bad Apples? Because we're going to Georgia in April. I mean, granted, we're going for a funeral. But...
No, Spring Wing is May 17th to the 21st. Okay.
I'm not going to remember that. So.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you, Spring Wing is May 17th to the 21st. Bad Apples is May 18th to the 21st.
Okay.
They're the exact same time. I mean, you get one more day with Spring Wing. That's about it. Now, the big difference between the two is Spring Wing is free.
Away from our house.
Well, for us, I mean, that's the major difference. It's right down the street. But Bad Apples, cost a decent chunk of change. You got to spend so much money for camping per pilot entry. But now Bad Apples has all these raffles and stuff where you could win, and all the vendors will be there. You can buy extra parts and stuff that you need. That's the good thing about going. It's kind of like, with vape conventions where you go and you try to buy all the hardware you want. They got all that stuff at the fly-ins, but not a small fly-in like Spring Wing. You got to go to one of the big ones like, Endless Foot Drag or Bad Apples, which Bad Apples is, from what I can tell, is becoming like the event to go to. That's the one. So... which is a shame because I used to live in Georgia. So I've moved away from where, but
good.
It's all good. It's all good.
Damn right it is.
Well, I got no issue with that whatsoever. The problem around here is finding a place to fly from with all the freaking airspace laws and stuff, but I'll get it done one way or another. You just got
to sack up and call the tower.
I did. I showed y'all that nice mirror I got, which it's covered right now. But this mirror that I got to check, well, actually, this is the mirror side. I still got the film over it. But this is great for checking your gas level. You can just hook this to your harness and throw this around, and it's like plexiglass, so can't hurt that. I like that. And the little bitty flashlight which also does strobe and glow in the dark. This thing is really bright. Besides my my Guardian Angel, which I use for the strobe light, which that works out really good. So, what if the balloon is carrying a payload? Shoot it down and chemicals are dispersed. What? What balloon are y'all talking about?
Apparently, there is a Chinese spy balloon floating over Montana, Missouri, somewhere over there. And they want to shoot it down, but they are concerned about debris when it falls
Munchkin
out
is
of the fucking
drinking
sky.
an amaretto sour with
No,
a.
Munchkin has already drank the amaretto sour. Munchkin is drinking some of the best shit she's ever tasted. It's
Oh.
called cookie dough whiskey. It is so good.
That I will admit
So
that
good.
it doesn't
delicious.
even taste like you're drinking alcohol. It tastes more like you're drinking a dessert.
Liquid cookie dough.
Yeah, liquid cookie dough.
Really
That's
good.
the best way I could explain it. It is
Mhm.
good. It's really
Yeah.
good. I was like, wow, man, that's good.
It's tasty. It's good shit. Yeah.
So on my Meson,
We could use it like a pinata, right? I mean, we can. I don't know.
on my Meson, I will tell y'all, I don't think the paint job's the best on these. I do have some nice scratches going on. See those scratches right there? Boom. Hadn't even had it a week.
I didn't do it this time.
I don't know what I scratched it on, but I definitely scratched it. So there you go. It is what it is. It's scratched down into the paint, or the anodization, I should say. And then at the very bottom, you can see little chips.
Dina, it is delightful.
See the little chips that are coming out?
It's delightful.
I think these companies need to work on how they paint these a little bit better. So
The only picture I seen was photoshopped because it was the fucking Death Star. So I'm fairly certain that's not what it looks like. But yeah.
You know,
Hey, Deweese.
Steamcrave have done some weird things, because the original build deck that was on this for the regular coils used that special Allen head. The mesh deck is just Phillips screws. Why would they switch that? Why? So depending on which deck you use, that's which thing you got to use to work on it. So when we build that here in a minute,
No, before you build anything, you're gonna redo my shit because it tastes like ass, and I need to make juice while you're doing that.
Oh, I already made some juice. Timekeeper, I believe, is in here. I saw Timekeeper. I did make the juice. I brought down the vanilla, the Capella vanilla, and brought up the ice cream. It tastes good to me. I mean, I think it still needs to steep a little bit, but it's. I will say though that this mod, since the first night that I did the review on it, I was having problems with the fire button and all that. I have had zero issues since then. I think what it was is I didn't tighten down this top screw enough. Once I got it tight, the ohms haven't changed at all. It's showing 0.223, which is exactly where it's supposed to be. Now I got the hiccups. Jesus. You just can't do this and not deal with real world problems like hiccups. Peanut butter. There we go. That ought to fix that. Yeah, Munchkin is. I don't think Munchkin's a big fan of me getting a camper or something to go do fly-ins and stuff. I did renew my license for paramotor, dude.
I'd just like to know where you plan on planting this fucking money tree.
Hello, Will Imbury.
Right, I know this damn thing is. The batteries are charged. Why won't it turn on?
I don't know unless you grab the bad 21700 that I got.
These in this no.
That's 18650.
Yes, I'm well aware.
Did you put positive down? Does it have a price? No, it does not, DeMillan. Here, let me show you all that real quick. So if you look at this, the drip tip, if you can grab hold of it, just got a standard 510 drip tip. So you can put whatever drip tip you want in there. That's just the one they give you with it, but you can put whatever one you want in there.
Chick-fil-A, Linda, Chick-fil-A.
What do you think that was the source of that message that showed up on I messaged you about?
When you built it and it was saying check atomizer or whatever.
Yeah, I do, Scott. That's what it was, because I tightened it down, but with my fingers. So what I end up doing is going back and getting like a coin to tighten this down. Why they didn't include a tool, I have no idea. Like with the VI class, right? Which I could use this one technically. The VI class has little notches in here so that you can tighten that down. So I guess I could take this one and put in here and then tighten this. Yeah, that works great. So you could take the drip tip from the VI class and it fits right in there. And my camera froze. This camera, man, it works, but it likes to freeze on me all the time. So there's the different blues. This one's more of a pearl glittery type blue. That's where this is just a standard anodized blue. But hello, Eric. How you doing? We have Eric. We have already done enough paramotoring talk. We've done 15 minutes of paramotoring talk while you weren't here.
And he missed it all.
I haven't vaped before. I have a buddy who does. He's always struggling to find coils and stuff from whatever. Which mod is the easiest to find parts for? Ah, you must be talking about Shane. Well, I tried to. I asked Shane about that, Will, and he's like, I've been vaping for 10 years. I know everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, well, okay.
Why do you just got to assume that it's him?
Because he's on a show with him and Shane vapes.
I'm sure he's got more than one friend.
Anyways, what mod is easiest to find parts for? It depends. I mean, Will, because if you're buying parts for the mod or the tank, you know, those are separate. Like, let me show you on this.
See, Will says he has 2 friends.
I think Will has more than 2 friends, but yeah, okay. So, like this mod, the parts in here are all located inside this tank, which is in here. Spare parts for this are easy to get. You can get everything from Steamcrave for that. This mod is separate than this tank. So depending on whether or not your mod breaks or your tank breaks, that's where you would need to know what spare. If you need spare parts for this, might be a little bit more difficult because the easiest place to get, like, say you broke the glass on this, the easiest place to get this will be from China. Like, well, Fast Tech's closing down, so
maybe they can drop it off one of these balloons they keep flying over us.
3F Vape or something like that. That would
Repurpose
probably
them.
be the best place to go.
Vape delivery spy balloons.
Vape delivery spy balloons. Yeah. But
Why
yeah,
do you
there's
want my
no
paper towels?
one particular mod that's easier to get parts for that I know of.
What's the paper towel got to do with your eyeball hurting?
Have you tried the peanut butter whiskey? Did you see peanut butter?
I have not tried peanut butter, but we did get the mango habanero, which is actually really good too.
Yeah, I like the mango habanero. That one was good.
But the cookie dough, that shit's the bomb diggity. Oh, sorry, I need to squeeze back here behind the magic curtain.
We're going to rebuild. Well, I know she wants me to rebuild her. I could rebuild this or build this mesh deck before she even gets ready to build the other one, though, I think.
Knock yourself out.
All right, so we're going to go and build this mesh deck on this guy here. I think it's going to be a lot easier for me to take off this thing using that drip tip that I just showed y'all than me trying to find a coin and get this thing out of here. So I'm just going to put this down in here and unscrew it just like that. Boom, it's out. So now I can drop the whole tank out of there just like that. Boom, done. I got a little bit of condensation in there.
And boom.
And boom, right? Boom. It actually wasn't that bad in there. That was just a little bit because there's air holes on the back, which, you know, where are they going to go? Where's it going to go? There's nowhere for it to go. So the little bit of condensation you get from vaping it wasn't from the tank leaking. I can guarantee that. This thing has not leaked a drop. So I'm going to keep the same liquid in here. The good thing about this tank is you can pop the bottom off of here and the liquid still stays in here without it like pouring all over the place. You would have to take this screw out and disassemble the whole tank. But if I take just the bottom off of here, then we're in good shape and we don't have to worry about losing juice.
Hey, Jade.
Jade, how's it going? I know, right? It's the awesome shirt, isn't it, Eric? This is the smaller one, so I probably look a little tight.
He's wearing my shirt.
I probably look a little tight in here. Here's the coils on this one that I've been using all week. You can tell I've been using it all week because the cotton looks black. I have been demolishing.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah. Yeah, Munchkin's probably got way dirtier looking
If mine
balls.
was a pork butt, you'd be salivating.
If it was a pork butt. Don't make me think about barbecue and really delicious food right now. So I'm just going to take this build stand that I got laying close by, which, where's Creed's build stand? I have not seen. Oh, there it is. All right, you know what? I did this one last time. We're going to do Creed's this time. I have a tank on top of it. That's why I didn't see it. This one's handmade by Creed himself from chat. So let's get this on here. This little 510 adapter, it comes with the kit so that you can check your ohms and everything with it being hooked up. I'm just gonna loosen up these screws a little bit so that I can get the mesh in there. You can see, you know what? Let me get this a little closer so y'all can see. That's a little far back, don't you think? Let's zoom this in a little closer. Is that better? All right. Hopefully that's good. Y'all can see now the where the mesh goes in on one side, and then on the other side, you'll be able to see it also. I can get the screwdriver in there. There we go. Just need to loosen them up a little bit. They don't have to be open really far. Just enough to get, well, I guess I turned that one too far, didn't I? Jeez.
Scott wants to know if they're spring loaded.
They are not spring loaded, and I just made it fall.
Laura said you broke it.
I broke it. I unscrewed it too far. I thought I didn't.
Actually, what she said was, and he broke it.
Andy broke it. Yeah.
You got to get the right emphasis and all that.
Yeah. All right. Well, the screw is trying not to cooperate with me fully here.
You must have Creed because his isn't spring loaded, unless he broke it.
Your mesh deck is spring loaded?
No, he's talking about the stand.
Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Now we got two different meshes that this came with. I remember when smoking was easy. Right, Will? So this one's stainless steel. So they recommend what do they recommend on here? 40 to 70 watts, and it comes out at 0.15 ohm. So
Right
this one
there.
over here is regular Canthal, which is also 0.15 ohm, but it's between 40 and 85 watts, which is what we're going to go with, is this guy right here.
You know what we need?
No,
we
what's
need
that?
more syringes.
I got one down here that I use. We do have a lot of syringes. They're just in that case.
But the problem is we got these giant bottles of juice and little bitty Munchkin syringes.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. So I only need one of these meshes. So I'm going to try and put the other one back in the package. If I can see where it opens. There we go. Okay. So this is the mesh, which is very thin and tiny. It has holes all through it. I don't know if y'all can tell, but yeah, there's holes all through that. Many holes. Which doesn't show up well. You can see right through it, so that'll tell you something. And they do give you this tool right here. This tool is just basically so that you can lay your mesh around here and mold it into the form that it needs to be when you're going to put it on your deck.
I'm jealous. We got flurries, and that was about it.
So now I'm just going to take this mesh and sit this down right in between these two pieces here. And I just dropped it. Try that again. I'm going to set this mesh down in between these two pieces. I had it in there, and then my fingers, my ham-fistedness. While I'm holding this, I'm going to go ahead and tighten one side so it can't go anywhere. There we go. So we got one side in. Make sure this is down flush. I'm going to tighten the other side. Then I'll let y'all see what this looks like if my camera stops being paused. That looks a little crooked. Let's fix that. There we go. Nice little hoop. That's all you're going for with this. We are going to slightly burn this in to start off with, because I am not going to make the mistake I did last week and not burn it in. And all that does is basically get all the oils and stuff that when you touched it, it gets all that oil off of there from your
that
skin.
and machine oil and all
Yeah,
that.
all that crap that's on there from the factory, it gets all that off of there. So we're going to check. We're at 0.15. I don't really need a whole 40 watts probably just to burn this in. So we're just going to get this to where it slightly turns red, and that's about all we need. I know y'all can see that there. I'm just kind of pulsing it a little bit just to make sure that it's all good to go. It changes color a little bit, and then they do give you also some good old shoestring cotton. Yeah, I'm at 20 watts right now, Arnie, to pulse it in.
All those airspace videos confuse the shit out of me. There's just too much.
Oh, as far as the airspace goes?
Well, I mean, like, what was it? Kyle said that those maps are mainly made for pilots, so there's way more information on them than you guys would need to know. It's just a lot of information, and when you don't know what the hell you're looking at, it's hard to parse what's important versus what isn't.
All right, this is a whole bunch of cotton right there. And once again, the wicking channel is right next to it. So I don't need a lot of cotton on this. So we're going to get in there and we're going to cut it pretty close.
Well, everything's easy when you understand it. I mean, I can talk, me and Creed could talk your ears off about mortgages. If you don't understand it, we might as well be speaking another language.
There we go. Now, I don't see my tweezers right off the bat. Oh, there they are. I do want to.
Harry wants to know after you use all of that cotton, now what do you use?
After you use the shoestring cotton, you can use normal cotton. I'm just doing it because they included it. So what you would do is you would pull off cotton this thick and do it the same way. The only difference is you're going to have to get one side of it and get it nice and thin where you can get it through the actual coil and then pull it in. That's about it.
It's funny you say that, Dolores. Every once in a while when I'm trying to explain something to somebody, I have to double check and make sure that I am in fact speaking English and not Swahili, because the looks people just give me, like, they've just blanked out. They've tuned out everything that I had to say. Scuba's getting a crash course in mortgages and appraisals and title work and
yeah, I'm definitely getting. I know more about real estate now than I ever have or wanted to know. But yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Big ass Scottish roll. I had never ever actually effectively did a Scottish roll. I just couldn't do it. Of course, as a teenager, I also could not roll a joint, so maybe that has something to do with it.
That's probably got a little bit to do with it, yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, the one thing you don't want to ever do on a mesh deck is get a dry hit. So when you build this, try not to run out of juice, because a dry hit from a mesh coil tastes terrible. Can't even tell y'all how bad that tastes. It's bad. All right, so we have that built now. Even though it's so bright that you can't really see what's going on. I can turn this down, actually. Let's try that. Is that dark enough, or do I need to go more? Let's go more dark. More dark. I will turn that back up here in a second. So we're going to take the juice that I made today. A wheel builder would weave their own mesh. I'd like to know how the hell I'm supposed to do that, Timekeeper. So we're just going to put a little bit of juice right here on the top. That doesn't even look good, man. You can't see it. And now I have the light completely off. It's just like, what do you do? Wow. The camera just can't adjust for it. It sucks. Let me do this. Wait, that was good for a second there. You don't want to dry fire this at ever. So I'm going to get a lot of juice on these wicks. I always pre-burn these because if you don't, you're going to get that nice clean sock or fresh laundry taste every time you go to fire these, and that would
Laura
suck.
says you're blurry.
I'm blurry?
You are blurry.
I'm also frozen, it looks like. As soon as the camera decides to pick, I might as well go back to my other camera. I shouldn't be blurry now, hopefully. I can zoom. Let me zoom back out a little bit. The zoom on this kind of pisses it off, I guess. And it's like, I didn't want to do that. There we go, back to normal. How about
Why are
that?
you pissing off the toddler? Oh.
All right.
Bye-bye. Night-night.
So, yeah, I'm hoping that's better. I'm letting all this soak down into here really good.
I'm sure somebody does, Deja.
Yeah, if you see something in chat that I'm missing, let me know because I'm.
She said fresh sock flavor. Who makes that? EC Blends. I bet they do. I got an email from them today. Of all people.
Wow.
EC Blends is the one that used to sell with ashtray and crab juice. And
you know what I smell more than anything when I fire this? Vanilla ice cream. Vanilla ice cream. I mean, there's no doubt. I did bump up the percentage, so I'm up to like 4 or 4.5% on the vanilla ice cream. But instead of that's the other thing. If you change that out of the vanilla nuts recipe, it overpowers the hazelnut. So I'm really not getting very much hazelnut off this. Hey, Bill. But I'm getting plenty of the vanilla ice cream. And since this is mesh, which mesh usually has really good flavor, I'm really looking forward to trying this to see what it's going to be like. I already have that same flavor in the tank, so when we go to put this together, it should be really good. So
it's not bad, Dolores. I just think you're using the same vanilla custard, right? Or are you using different vanilla custard?
Same vanilla custard. Same vanilla custard.
Okay. I get a tobacco flavor from it, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all.
Ooh, look at all them bubbles come up.
It just tastes different. To me, it almost tastes like that scuba stud juice that he likes. It kind of has kind of like an RY4 flavor to it, which again isn't bad. It's just not what vanilla nuts is supposed to taste like. And I can honestly say I had Scuba's nuts in my purse because my last bottle of vanilla nuts, I threw it in my purse and didn't realize it was open and dumped.
Isn't that just like a woman to keep your nuts in their purse? Damn.
It got all over everything. My purse smells fantastic though. Yeah.
So look how clear this juice is. That's because I just made this today. So the nicotine hasn't even started to even discolor it whatsoever. I have the plate on here. This gives this full airflow. So
I did give them back, Harry. I let him
go
use
back
it for the time being.
I'm going to use the drip tip off the VI class, which fits on here perfectly and actually catches in, which I like that. .17. You know what? I don't think I want to start this off. You can lock this, by the way. It's the fire button and the negative watts that will lock it so you don't accidentally change your wattage. I'm going to go down to 40 watts just to see what this is going to taste like, and then we'll start cranking it after that.
I've been out here the whole entire time.
Were you hiding?
Yes.
We need to do a nicotine check-in.
Wow. Okay, that's good, but it needs a little bit more wattage. Let's go up to 55. So I can't, you know. Wow. Okay, I will say this right off the bat. The mesh deck gives me more flavor than the coil deck. The mesh deck is like way stronger on flavor. It's like night and day difference. Holy crap. I can't tell if I have it too hot or not right now. It's just full on boom. Bill, since you're here, I'm going to explain to you these figures also, so you can absorb it and tell me what your thoughts is on it. The wing I have is the BGD Magic ML. All up weight is supposed to be between 194 and 238 pounds. That's the all up weight for the Magic ML, which is a 27 meter wing, Class A. I weigh more than 238. So if you take that plus the weight of the motor and gas, I'm way over the weight limit for that wing. The Mac Charger 2, 28 meter, only 1 meter bigger, 1 meter, is between the all-up weight for the Mac Charger 2 is 243 pounds to 353 pounds. That's the weight range I need to be in. That's the wing I need. I looked up another wing. They make a new one. Mac Para makes a new wing called the Illusion or something.
I'll answer you.
The
in a minute,
weight
Eric.
is better on the Charger than it is on their new wing. So I would rather have the Charger 2 because it's the one I flew and the one I really like. So I think I need to get a Mac Charger 2 wing. Just saying. I mean, I'm so overloaded on that Magic ML, I'm kind of scared. I did fly with it, and it was fine. I couldn't flare worth a damn, but probably because I'm way overloaded on it.
Okay. Eric wants to know when we're going to do a juice show.
A
Your
juice,
employees watch the
oh,
show. I will answer. I am still talking. And your employees want you watch the show and want to know how to make it.
we can do that, Eric.
If we did a juice show, especially for people that want to learn, it probably won't be until after the 1st of March when we get the new house. And the reason being is I am not set up to not do it safely, but to do it to where if somebody emulates us and watches what we're doing, they're not going to poison themselves.
yes.
Because nicotine and the strength that we use it at is 100 milligram. Is not something that you, yes, and DeMillan would have to close her eyes. It's not something that you want to play with. You don't want it sitting out on your desk. You don't want it spilled. You don't want it on your hands. When I mix juice, nicotine is one of the last things that I add. After I put everything else away, I add my nicotine. I put the nicotine away, and then I go rinse off all my stuff.
The thing is, though, what if we just made juice without nicotine? It wouldn't be hard to set up to do that.
Yeah, but you know what? If we're going to show people how to do it, then we need to show them how to do it.
Okay.
And I would rather be able to have everything out and have the cameras positioned to where they can see what we're doing. DeMillan is on a show where they mix juices. Theirs is mainly recipe based though, so
I'll answer you in a minute,
DeMillan,
Bill.
Yeah, we could do a mixing for beginners. But we can do something like that, but it wouldn't be until we got in the new house.
All right, Bill, to answer your question, or I mean your statement basically, but it's a question to me. So you're saying low income, I totally get. Hell, I'm on low income. But this is the problem. Good Lord, he is yelling. The maximum all up weight from my wing is 238. I weigh more than that. Even if I lose weight, say I lose 20 pounds, I'll be like 230, right? That's still, that 238, so my motor can only weigh 8 pounds. They don't make a paramotor that weighs 8 pounds. I'll still be too heavy.
Let me ask a question that maybe the paramotor folks in here can answer.
Yeah, now Bill's like, oh, yeah, the
when
maximum.
They say the all up weight.
Yes.
All right. Is that for best performance? Is that
I have
if
the
you weigh
ML,
more than
Will.
this, you're going to crash and burn? What is there? I mean, just like we
The
know,
all up
expiration
weight
dates
means the
are
all up
not
weight means exactly what it says. What do you mean?
okay. If you not interrupt me,
Well,
when you have expiration dates, that doesn't mean the food automatically goes bad on that date. It's a best by date. So is the all up weight a suggested weight for maximum performance, or is it a safety issue?
it's a safety issue mainly, but the thing
You bought
is,
a wing that doesn't even fit for you, so I'm asking the other people.
yeah, see, Bill says it'll be a spicy wing. You know, I thought that
He's not
too.
getting spicy out of it. It's
I'm
like
getting
flying
no
a
spice. When I
Cadillac
turn,
land yacht.
I have to pull maybe 12 inches of brake just to do a right turn. That's why I was like, this is not what I'm used to. When I was down there in Louisiana with you guys, that Mac Charger, I could pull like 3-4 inches and I would make a nice right turn. The wing I have now, I have to pull way down just to turn. Way down. And I'm like, damn, why do I have to pull so far? You would think it would be spicy because I'm overweight for it, but all up weight is the way the paramotor wing is tested to. If you fly outside the weight ring, you are a test dummy. Well, there you go. I guess I'm a test dummy. Should be super stable. It does say if you fly in the higher end of the weight range that it'll be more dynamic and everything. That's the higher end of the range, which is 238. I'm pushing, say I'm 250 or 240. Just say I'm 240 pounds. Plus the 54 pounds of the motor, plus whatever gas you got in there. That's over 300 pounds. So you're pushing 60 to 70 pounds over the recommended weight limit. I think that's a little much. Just saying, it's a little much.
Do you guys think he'd be able to sell it since it's only technically been flown once and you've only really kited it a couple times too? So
Yeah.
it hasn't had much.
It's still a brand new wing, and for all cases, it's a brand new wing. Absolutely, he could sell it, right? I would think so, Will. I mean, that may be what I have to do. Don't forget to add the way the wing. Yeah, the way the wing's 5.5 pounds. So yeah, I'm well over, I'd say 60, 70 pounds overweight of what that wing's supposed to
You
handle.
should get a hold of Kyle and see if he can do you an even trade.
I think, you know what?
I'll send you this brand new one. You send me a brand new one.
Well, I don't think he'd do it straight up trade, but I don't mind. I don't mind sending Kyle my wing and add a little money to get me a new Mac Charger wing. I'd be totally cool with that. I'd be like, look, I'll send you the wing and everything that came with it.
What's the price difference?
They're about the same. Most wings are between $3,500 and $4,500. Almost all the wings are that way, unless you get a really cheap, junky, non-rated
I doubt
wing.
they do that, Creed.
It's a good wing, don't get me wrong. I'm just scared that I'm way too overweight for it. And it's a pretty wing. I mean, it's beautiful. It looks like a freaking rainbow. It's that one that's always in the picture behind me, but it's just I don't want to feel like I'm pushing the limits with my wing, and I want to be able to turn comfortably. That wing, it's so weird where your hands have to hang just to keep pressure on it. It actually hurts my arms.
It's like driving a car with no power steering?
Pretty much, yeah. And I've only flown it once, but I got that just from one flight. I was like, oh, this is not right. And I knew something was wrong, but I just couldn't pinpoint it. And I thought, oh, they were saying, no, that wing will work fine for you. So I thought, oh, it's fine. But after I looked up all the specs, I'm like, no, I'm way off, man. Way off. And it's amazing to me the difference between that wing and the Charger. And they're only 1 meter difference in size, which is what? 2.5 feet, 3 feet max? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. And the Mac Charger is a class a Class B wing. I'm sorry, which I'm okay with flying a Class B. Class B is just about as safety resistant as Class A anyway. I mean, the Charger I think failed one thing, and once it failed, it didn't fail. It collapsed a little faster than one of the other wings, so they immediately make it a Class B because of that. What juice did you make? Oh.
My arm's not long enough. Stand up.
I got you. All right. What's up, Mr. Steve? Hot Butter Steve Productions. I watched your video today. Nice video, dude. I really enjoyed your touch and goes. I love my Mac Charger that I started on. Jade, you know, I'm not an expert on wings by any means. I give you that. But I've flown 2 wings, and the Mac Charger was like 10 times better than the flight experience I got off of the Magic ML. I just like the way it turns. I like the way that it flared. Everything about that wing, when I adjusted the trims on it, it came in nice and quick so that I could flare good with it. The Magic, when I came in with it, I was literally probably doing 2 miles an hour. And when I flared, it didn't do anything. So it's like, yeah,
you
exactly.
tell
See, A and
Hot
B's are the
Buttered
same.
Steve that I have decided that you two are never allowed to hang out together?
Yeah, Hot Buttered Steve. Munchkin says that we're not allowed to hang out together because we're too similar.
Yeah, y'all
failed
would
to
get in so much trouble.
I fail to
Yeah.
see it, but
I ain't got that kind of bail money.
hey, I don't go.
Nope.
Yeah.
Munchkin is ground support. Okay, he flies in a dress, and I do believe that we have this photograph of you. So I'm just saying.
Don't show
That-
what photograph of me? Oh,
What? I don't.
I did wear a bra, but
Oh wait, where am I at? There we go. That one.
what is that? Look, Steve, there you go.
Out of the way.
What the? Why do I have my hand on the back of my head?
Because you were posing. Because you're a sexy beast.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So.
Good
Yeah,
night,
I
Angela.
ain't got that kind of bail money. Good night, Angela. Yeah.
Oh my god! Y'all are so wrong. I don't even know that. I don't even remember that picture.
Everybody else remembers that
I
picture.
probably don't remember half of them pictures that got taken that night.
Nope.
It is so wrong, Wally. Well, why would you put that up like that? That's terrible.
Yes, and no, Munchkin's ground support. I'm fine with that.
Oh, I just went to vape
I'm-
this. What did you do to it?
I
Okay.
vape that shit dry.
So we're going to look at
I'm
Munchkin's coils
Perfectly
now.
fine keeping my feet on the
And
ground.
if it's anything like the coils that she's had in the past, these are going to be
Again,
really
if it
black.
was a pork butt, y'all be all over it.
It's probably going to have charcoal brick built up on top of it.
Oh
and
yeah. Definitely.
My drink's empty. All right, so let's go back to the
Sorry.
bill cam. Will she do a tandem? You know, Eric, she said she would. If she trusts the person taking her up, she would go flying tandem. So don't think that she wouldn't do that. Let's see how bad these coils are. Oh
Y'all
my
don't judge
God.
me.
That's black as night, son.
That is. It's very black. I told you it tasted like shit.
Sprinkle some salt on there, they look like deep space. Damn. Look at how
Why,
let me see.
Dolores? Just to say that I did, you know.
Oh my gosh,
that I
that is so. There we go. Now it's focused. Wow.
That is disgusting. How dare you let your woman's coils get like that?
You did it. I didn't do that. That's pretty dark right there. Now the
That's
other
because
question.
those coils are old and they're pitted and they are collecting. Because that last batch of juice I made,
Oh,
which was,
that's a deciding
was-
factor right
it was
there.
not good either, by the way. Had no sweetener in it.
See, this tells the truth. When I go to pull this cotton and it snaps in half, that means you have burnt the crap out of this cotton.
And didn't I tell you a week ago? I can
Look
tell
at,
when
look
the
at
coil.
that.
I can tell when the coils are going bad because the tank gets super hot because you have to hold the button down to get through all that crust. Those are very old coils, and when you dry burn coils and rinse them with water to clean them off, when you get them super hot and rinse them underwater, that metal starts to pit, so it collects stuff way faster than super smooth stainless steel or nickel or whatever you're using.
There is the.
Well, yeah, because that's at most, Tony, that stuff will, and it's happened to me before and it hurts. You'll get one of them. It's like bark on a pork loin or a pork roast or a brisket.
Sand it with
It'll
220.
flake off and hit you in the back of the throat and burn the shit. Yeah. That was actually coconut. It was coconut, pineapple,
I'm going to show y'all
pistachio,
that this is.
and cake.
Look at the black stuff I can get off of here. Hold on. Terrible.
Well, what they were talking about, speaking of hot buttered, was diacetyl, which is what they find in buttered popcorn flavor, coincidentally enough. The only way to prove somebody has popcorn lung is during an autopsy. And they've never definitively been able to say for sure that it was caused by the years and years of working in a popcorn factory and directly inhaling all of that. Most of our juices do not contain diacetyl, and even if they did, the rates and levels at which you're inhaling are nowhere even close to what they were dealing with in those factories. Yeah, they haven't. The coils haven't been replaced in a long time. But he's got new wires, so not only is he going to.
Do you want new coils or do you want these? Look fine. I mean,
No, they are not fine. I want new coils. Have you not been hearing what I've said for the past 10 minutes?
okay. I got new wire right here, or new fuse clapton that I made. We
Right,
will
Steve, I get
do
that.
it. Is this flathead?
It does no good to re-wick it if after 3 days it tastes like burnt ass again because the coils are jacked up and old and crusty. I want new, fresh coils.
Of course, she wants new fresh.
And Eric wants to see you wrap coils, so.
Okay, well, we're gonna do that
I
now.
love diacetyl too. That's why we buy the vanilla custard V1.
I'm just gonna throw these away then. So
Now Jade wants popcorn.
I can't have popcorn. Damn it!
Just don't do the movie theater butter one. But
All right, first I'm gonna wash this off because it looks really black. I'm gonna try and clean this off a little bit while I make a new drink. So I'll put you back
yeah,
on
that's
Munchkin.
crusty as shit.
And then I'll wrap them coils and stuff when I come back.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now, and no, that was not for 1 or 2 days. That was like, when was the last time he those coils are several months old. And I vape at work all day long. I'm a chain vapor at work, so I get his labor out of them. I definitely do. But yeah, I can tell when they're starting to go, when the coils themselves are starting to suck because it's less and less time between wickings. March 1st, Eric. So the plan is you start March 1st, or we close March 1st. I'll pay my rent on March 1st. I skip April payment, first mortgage payment not till May. And Steve, I have been down the wacky tobacco route, but I'm telling you right now, this shit they got nowadays is on a whole nother level. I'm used to Mexican dirt weed that tastes like fucking Tide, all right? It tastes like the laundry detergent it was shipped in. This stuff they got now, too much. Nobody needs to be that high. Well, I mean, you could do both if you want, but yeah. Did I get a lender yet? Yes. And I'm locked in at 6.5, which is high, but I just did a closing for somebody with an almost 800 credit score. Almost 800 is like 794. The house was a $250,000 house, and his interest rate was only 6.3. So I don't feel too bad about that. Yeah, Dolores, they won't let me drink, so I have to vape all day. Yeah, my that when's the housewarming party? Who are we gonna invite? Nobody lives around us.
Yeah, come on
Rates
by,
went up
you know.
quicker. Yeah.
We'll make room for you somewheres. We got a cow pasture out back and horses.
Horses.
Plenty of horses.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as far as wrapping coils, I'm gonna have to do this on this camera because if I
Reed
do
said
it
he'll
down there.
fly out to our housewarming party.
The easiest way to make coils, if you have wire already, or if you buy just like a standard spool of wire, like this, which it normally doesn't have this beadline strap
Bill
on
says
there.
we need to have an online housewarming party. Well, I'm making a
She
list.
did make an
online.
Amazon list. I mean, if
Well,
y'all
I'm
want to
trying, but Amazon's being stupid. Yeah.
There you go. So this is wire that I made, which is basically, it's a double core of 26 gauge wire
Weed ain't a
that
gateway to
run
nothing but Cheetos and cake.
right next to
Anyway.
each other. And then 36 gauge is wrapped around it, but it's wrapped so tightly that you can't even see the lines in the wire. Anyways, so this little tool right here is called a coil master. Now, it has different sizes. You can see on here it's got a 3.0 and 2.5, which I know is blurry right now because it's trying to focus on my face. There we go. 3.0, 2.5. Various sizes. I mean, you can get 1.5 and 2 millimeter. Then you got 4 millimeter and 3.5. Most of the coils I make are 3 millimeter in their diameter. So all this is a pole, right? And then this side has a little screw on it that sticks out. So
I'm
as
not
you wrap
skinny,
the
Deja.
coil, this pushes itself out, and you'll see how it works. So I'm just going to take this wire, and it has a hole that it can slide through. So just like this, it can slide through this hole right here. Then I just hold this still, and I'm going to just kind of start it right here on there, just like that. Then I take this part, and I bring this all the way up tight against there, and I go around to where the little part that's sticking out, that'll be my first wrap. So then I come around again. That is wrap number 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6.
It's only a vape live
So I'm
stream
doing a
because I'm
6
making
wrap,
it rebuild
so
my shit, Steve.
let me see
Usually
it.
it's a random
See what that made
talk
there?
about everything. Hashtag too loud. Mix here.
Uh-oh. Mix here, yeah. So then I take this off of here.
Exactly, Kevin.
And
I'm
I flip this
I'm
around.
not fat. I'm just short.
So that this is sticking out, and all I do to straighten that is push this up against here and give it a little twist, and then my coil
How you
is
doing,
like
Mick?
this. So all I'm going to do from here is cut it. So then you have,
Definitely, Wally.
why is that not focusing worth a damn? Then you have a coil just like that. As a matter of fact, I'll just show it on the other camera. This one should hopefully show it. There you go. So you can't even see that wrap wire. But there,
Taking out
if you look
ingrown
really
hairs.
close, you'll see that there's 2 cores right there, and then there's wire wrapped around this really tightly.
I
That's
mean,
how I
really,
make coils.
Steve, you never know what you're gonna get. We haven't ever had a conversation about ingrown hairs. But give it time, really. I mean, give it time. And Speed, we did we heard from Speed. When did we hear from Speed?
He came on last week during,
Oh
well,
yeah,
no,
during
Saturday.
daytime show, Saturday show.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll be back to visit so we can continue on giving the Scuba a hard time when he's trying to be serious, and we can go back to trolling
See,
him.
just to show y'all that, like, if I'm not trying to do it on camera, I've already done the
You
second
got
one.
that right, Wally. My son-in-law came and brought, what was it, a dab? It was like, don't hit it like a bong, hit it really lightly. I can't do that. I'm lucky I made it up the stairs. I just curled up in a ball on the bed and stayed that way, which felt like hours. And I looked at the clock and it had been like 3 minutes. You know?
Good. I pulled some of the wire
It
out
was
so you
not
can see. That's the wrap wire. I did that by accident, but
How would you get an ingrown hair in your asshole? Hair doesn't grow there, John Q.
okay.
And that sounds really painful. Yeah, I can't. That incapacitated me. That was too much. Too much. I'm not judging you. I'm just saying thongs will do that. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, I got my scuba coily tool. Let me see what size we need to put this at. And then I'll show y'all what it looks like and how I cut coils and stuff, so on and so
It's a
forth.
good idea.
If
I'm
I
not
could
healthy for you.
grab hold of this without it falling on me again. I probably didn't open this up far enough. I did not.
It's not your fault they weren't specific, right? I don't know who ever thought thongs were a good idea. They are the most uncomfortable thing in existence. I spend most of my time trying to pull my drawers out of my ass. I don't want them up there on purpose. Yes, dude.
Here's my scuba coily tool. I'm going to cut this at 4.5 is where y'all can see that it's 4.5. So I just take this,
That is
set
not
this
in
in the
focus, sir.
appropriate one. 4.5 right there. I'm gonna flip this over and just cut the leads right there.
You once had a crush on your dental hygienist, so you ate a whole box of Oreos in the waiting area?
Makes these leads 4.5 millimeters long, and then I can take and once I get these screws loose, because I don't have these loose either.
I mean, that'll do it.
Drop this down in here like
What
this.
you should do is chomp on some Werther's Original shit that'll actually stick to your teeth, so they got to stay in there longer to chisel that shit off.
Can't see what I'm doing here.
It's because your big old fingers are in the way.
Yeah, I got big old fingers. Yeah.
Vapor's bad boy wants to know where he gets that tool. What, the Coil Master or that little bitty screwdriver?
The screwdriver is also from Coil Master, so
Oh, is it? Okay.
I don't know if you can still buy them from Coil Master, but other companies do make it.
Well, what was that set that I bought you for? It was small. It was a screwdriver kit from Amazon that was for small electronic repair for like cell phones and watches.
Yeah, but you can't make coils with that.
No, but I don't know if he was talking about the Coil Master or the little screwdriver, but if he was talking about the screwdriver, it's got the little what are they called? The hex things? Is that what they, you know?
Yeah, or Allen head screws, hex screws.
Yeah, they got all those little kinds of different things. Every kind of screw head that you could possibly need, and they're all very tiny. Yeah, I mean, technically, dudes, if y'all wait long enough, all your underwear are crotchless. It just happens that way. They become ghosts of their former selves. See-through draws all around. Hey, Breeze.
All right, I'm gonna make sure
Tony,
I got this.
that is why this kind of stuff is for what they call hobbyist vapors. If you are just new to this and just trying to quit smoking, this is not something that you. It would not be a good idea to pick something like this up because it is way easier to say screw this and just light a cigarette. So
yeah, well, I mean, if you buy something that's pre-made, though, then you don't have to worry about that. You know, a lot of these things that you buy now in vape shops are already pre-done. So there's the coils. They look pretty even to me and set up. So we're showing 0.20, which is going to change after I fire these a couple times. We do have to, anytime that you make, is Sean in here?
Y'all just running around with a band of your
Sean, I
droids.
think everybody is in here, bud. So what you have to do, especially when you're just putting new coils in here like this, is you got to burn these in, because otherwise you get all the oils and stuff from your hands built down into the coils, and you don't want that. So all I'm going to do now is fire these up, and you'll get hot spots. See how just the outside of that coil's firing? Easiest way to get that out is just like strum the coil like you would a guitar or something.
Without the cool sound effects.
You just keep firing it until they fire evenly from the inside out, which is what you want. Make sure nothing's touching anywhere. Just like that.
Just don't press the button at the same time you're strumming unless
No,
you've
yeah,
got a
or
ceramic
yeah.
screwdriver.
Don't be firing it while you're touching it with something metal. That
And we
should
have
be,
all done that.
that should be common sense, but I mean it happens. So there we go. That's what it looks like once they're in there. Now her tank is also going to look bad because her coils are black. So if you look down in here, you'll see this black nastiness.
Well, clean it.
I'm going to, but I'm
Okay.
trying to show what this is.
You're shaming me. You're tank shaming me.
This is
what
the
you're doing.
sugar and stuff that's in the e-juice that kind of gets stuck inside the tank. That's all this is. It's not tar like it would be
No.
with cigarettes. If y'all think, oh, it's black, what's the difference
Yeah.
between it and smoking? That's not what. That's just like caramelization of the sugars that are in there.
Caramelized sweetener.
Yeah. Silent 9. Wow, everybody's showing up
Silent.
tonight. Even Silent 9.
Steve, I'm a chain vapor, so mine get nastier than usual.
Yeah, yeah.
My flavor profile's 90 weight.
Show
Harley
her
Davidson
shame.
oil, yeah.
Show her shame. I'm going to clean this off because this is really dirty.
Steve, I'm just saying that, lint collecting, maybe not naval lint collecting, but it's good for like birds and stuff. You can put your dryer lint out and the birds will come down and they can put it in their nest if you care about the wildlife. Yeah, dryer lint. My daughter was weird. She used to collect dryer lint for some weird fucking reason. Shame. Yes. I have no shame. I'm shameless. Yes, those are my nasty ass coils. That's his job, is to clean my coils and re-wick my shit. So that's a failing on his part, not mine. At all. That's why I got him, is to do that for me. Well, I mean, yeah, it does help with the structural integrity. You can weave it. Yes, Katie used to collect that dryer lint because she's fucking weird. Thankfully, she doesn't anymore. Now she just piles it on top of the dryer. But yeah. Ooh, you know what I want to get? I want to get a bat house from a new house. I'm gonna put a bat house in the backyard.
Well, what were you saying to Steve? I missed most of that conversation. So
He said he was gonna change his Sunday show to naval dryer lint or naval lint collecting.
naval.
And I said that if you care about your local wildlife, collecting lint and leaving it out for the birds is good, and they can use it to build their nest. And he said that naval lint's even better because it has hair in it, and that helps for the structural integrity.
All right, so now the inside of this is much cleaner. So
That would be awesome, Creed, because I want a bat house. That would be cool. No, I'm gonna put them out on a tree in the backyard.
Now I use Muji cotton, or we use Muji cotton here at the house, so we're going to be using some Muji cotton tonight. Looks like I cut. Oh no, I didn't.
TTG makes, but how is
This
TTG
one's a little
doing?
thin.
Is he still sleeping?
Who, Owl?
TTG.
Oh, I don't know. So I'm going to cut off a couple of pieces. These usually I cut. I guess if you put a scale on this, I cut about a 1/2 inch off.
A scale? You mean a ruler?
Yeah. The scale of a ruler.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just cutting about a 1/2
Excuse me.
inch. I'll show this on camera here in a second. I'm just cutting this off right now.
No. He does not. Okay. He's already gone through his Guy Fieri phase
Oh my
with the
gosh.
sunglasses. We're not doing that. I'd have to find some pictures. I'll have to find them and send them to you or Jade for the next show, so you can publicly shame him for his
Y'all
horrible
want to
hairstyle.
publicly shame me?
He looked like a damn hedgehog. All right, he did. I'll find one right now. Let me go find this.
I peel off this outside layer because it's almost like a jean material. I just want the pure cotton that's on the inside. So I peel all that outside layer off. Then I take one side of this, roll it up, slide this through. You want this cotton to be nice and fluffy that's actually through your wicks, but you don't want it so tight that when you pull it, it's pulling your coil. This needs to be able to have some resistance, but still be able to move through the coil. That's what you want.
All right, even though you're smiling all weird, I'm gonna.
Smiling all
Right.
weird.
Yeah, you're doing that weird smile.
Smoking cotton standards. You got to be picky about this hot butter steak. Got to be, man.
Hey, back in the day, we used to boil that shit. All right, y'all. That was his Guy Fieri phase. We're not doing that again.
Oh Lord, I'm scared to
Not-
look at this picture. Honestly,
We're not doing it again.
Oh yeah, that was me as Guy Fieri.
Well,
I've had people
Silent,
stop
you're
me in the
boy.
grocery store going, "Oh my God, is
I
that
know,
Guy
right?
Fieri?" I'm like, "No, I'm not him, dude." He was fatter than me at the time. I'm probably more his size now.
Hi, Silent. Why you say, "Oh my God, hi," like I've never been here before? I'm always here. I never boiled it either, Wally, because it was stupid. Okay, so you boil it and then proceed to leave it out in your contaminated ass kitchen or whatever for it to dry. It was pointless.
That's a good
and
look.
dumb. And I used to smoke cigarettes. I'm not. Who did you think was up here on the screen with him all these times? Did you just recognize my voice or something? I don't. Shame.
I can show her right now. You want to see? Huh? Go back. There's Munchkin right there.
It does make the water boil faster, but I don't see me. Where am I?
You're showing now.
There I am. Hi.
You didn't know you
Hi,
were
how y'all
Munchkin.
doing?
Yeah, that's Munchkin. So I haven't finished fluffing out the cotton, but well, you realize it now, Silent.
Mm-hmm.
Silent is an aspiring rap star. Y'all should go listen to his music on Spotify.
Silent, you've been here before. My name has always been on the screen. I've said hi to you before. How do you not? How do you?
Steve, go back to fluffing cotton. I was almost there. Hold on, let me get you a couple more fluffs in. Oh, yes. Oh, wait. Oh,
all right.
it caught a little bit.
We don't need the sound effects.
Oh, sorry.
Okay? Jeez. Now I did used to boil Micardos, but that was way more trouble than it was worth. It did work though, but yeah.
I need the sound effects, please.
All right, if you're gonna do
See?
the sound effects, then I'm gonna have to step away because that makes me extremely uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah.
Munchkin can't handle the.
My bad. You probably did. I just never heard somehow because you just came in, said hi, and fucking jetted. That's why Silent. You just.
I need to step away to grab a sock. Oh damn!
Don't grab one of the
Steve,
crunchy.
you're silly man. Yeah, Munchkin don't want us to hang out. All right, so as you can tell, I've got this.
Yes,
cotton.
he did, Dolores. He did.
My newest song is such a step up. Hey, you're welcome, Silent. I'm gonna have to listen to your new song. I don't think I've heard the new one yet. I may have.
Tetley says, "Please no sound effects. I'll be accused."
My
of
cotton is
fucking
only
something."
halfway in the wicking chamber, which allows juice to get in here and catch every fiber of the cotton go up here.
Look,
the
see,
heat
now
from
you
your
got
coils.
King Cobra channeling Dolores. Oh, sweet Jesus, please don't make those noises again.
She plays Fallout with me, Silent, but she doesn't really play zombie. If she plays zombie, she's just bait.
Yeah, I'm zombie bait.
Yeah.
I don't like games the whole you got to keep moving. I like to nosy poke around and look at shit and The campaigns. I've done the campaigns on Call of Duty. Those are fun. I don't get into the zombies. I don't. That doesn't.
So, yeah,
I've
Red
never
Dead
played Red Dead
Redemption.
Redemption 2. I did play the first one though.
I never really got into Red Dead. I am going to be playing the new Hogwarts game when it comes out. That's going to be your next big thing there, Silent. How to glitch Hogwarts and get free money or spells or something. Yeah, that'll be the next big one for you.
What I want them to do, speaking of Silent, they need to re-release all the damn Silent Hill games.
Yeah.
Even though you never play them.
Yes,
But
I have
Silent
too,
Hill,
Silent. I actually ordered on
Resident
PlayStation.
Evil.
Go figure. So I have that'll be on the PS5. Silent, did you ever get a PS5 yet? No.
Silent, is your controller charged? No.
Hell no. He never charges his controller. Are you kidding
Damn
me?
thing's always dead. So that is another thing we're
Why
gonna
is my
have to
camera
figure out
frozen?
is how to do our gaming setup in the new house. Because right now he uses a big TV and I'm blind, so I've got one that's like 4 feet away from me.
Are you kidding me, Silent? Dude, I'm proud of you, Silent. That is awesome. He
Awesome.
got a
Good
PS5
job.
and moved into his own apartment.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Silent. That about damn time, dude.
So are we gonna mount the TV in the corner and then put my TV on top of the fireplace so we can play in the same room? I would like to be able to hear my video games without wearing headphones.
Well, if we play in the same room, it's gonna be kind of weird.
We play in the same room now.
Yeah, but we use headphones and stuff. That smells really good. So you just did the normal Nilla nuts, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I can tell. I can smell it. That hazelnut's coming through really good.
Yeah, I may have overdone it on the hazelnut just by a little bit. But I also overdid it on the vanilla custard too, so just by a couple milligrams.
So when this fires correctly, that's what it should look like.
Go ahead,
Make
Simon.
sure all my cotton's tucked in there nice and neat. And I link my music. Yeah, go ahead, Silent.
I already answered him. I have given permission.
Okay.
We're buying a house, Silent. Congratulate us. What's going on with my hair?
So I'm just putting this
video
back together
games.
now.
That play goes on elsewhere. I appreciate you asking, but you go ahead. Drop your link.
All right, so now all we have to do is fill this. As you can see the coils down in there. The closer okay. Thanks, Will. Appreciate you stopping by, bud. As you can see, the coils are really close to the top. The closer your coils are to where you're actually breathing it in, the better flavor you're going to get. Almost on any mod you encounter, that's the way that goes. So now we're just putting some juice in here. This holds a lot of juice, so stand by while I fill this thing up. I'm using my juice. Damn it. Okay, my bad. I put a little bit of my juice in there.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
I didn't even realize your juice. I was like, I could smell it, and I wasn't even using the right juice.
Lies.
So this is going to be...
smell it. No, you can't, because you're lying. You're using the wrong juice.
This is half of the other flavor and half regular Nilla nuts. So we have a mixture going on. I'm going to have to try this just to see. Very good, Silent. If you can do a song a month, good job.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell the hazelnut, though. That's what's weird.
You can't corrupt this show, Eric. It's been corrupted for so long. It's
Yeah.
It got corrupted the day Scuba decided, you know what, I want to bring a co-host on. Because all he did was invite his own personal troll.
Do you have batteries, or do I need to throw some in here for you?
I've got batteries up here charged. I plugged that one in the car on the way home just because it was...
I got some ready.
All right, well then throw them in there. what music do I listen to? I like. I'm not a fan of rap. I like heavy metal. I like country music. I like 80s rock. I like a little bit of everything. I'm not big on gangster rap. But yeah, everything.
All
He
right.
likes rap and country, but he doesn't like metal. Like the song The Liar that I was singing, he probably has no idea what song that is or who sings it. It's Henry Rollins, by the way, just so you know.
Eric, don't
But
be
yeah.
too quick to judge Silence rap music now. He's just getting started. Don't go, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Taylor Swift. Some of her stuff's not bad. You know what really upsets me is I keep hearing shit on the radio and I'm like, oh, I like that song, and I'm like, fuck, it's Justin Bieber. Yeah. That upsets me more than I can explain to all of you people. But yeah. Yes, I do know songs. I like a little bit of everything, but yeah. I like oldies too. That is
Alright.
one of the things I'm excited about. I told Scuba. I can't wait to, because I can't really open the windows in this house because some of them don't have screens and the other ones don't fucking open right. I can't wait to open the windows and crank my music up and send Steve to the basement while I clean and caterwaul around the house singing to the radio. I'm so
Well,
excited
you
to be
just
able to do
want to.
that.
Oh, Tony, I couldn't agree more, man. I think the '80s had some of the
Mhm.
best music. I'm a '80s dude through and through. I
See, I don't
listen
even
to
know what the
80s
hell that
music
is,
a
Silent.
lot, and Munchkin can tell you most of my library is all '80s music. Even all my '80s rap that I listen to is '80s.
See, my playlist on Spotify will go from like Johnny Horton to Slayer to Johnny Cash to Reba McEntire to Beyonce, and then to, Testament or Metallica or Megadeth. It's all over the damn place. It's just he got in
There
the
it
car
is.
with he got in the car with me, and my it was stuck on a Pantera kick and just kept playing all the Pantera music over and over. He doesn't like that kind of stuff.
If it was over here, I mean, I would unless it rolled off. But
I've never been a huge fan of Guns N' Roses. Motley Crue is another one where I'm like, eh. If
saw
I
it somewhere.
never
thought I saw it in the
got to
kitchen.
listen to a Red Hot Chili Peppers song again, I wouldn't be pressed. I'm so tired of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's not even funny.
He's only 38. Holy
I
crap.
do like Queen.
I wish I was 38 again. That was before I had to put on glasses. Oh.
You saw a bunch of hookers, but it turned out to be Motley Crue. You know, Aerosmith, Dude Looks Like a Lady is about Vince Neil, right?
Your mod is done, by the way.
I figured it was. Yeah. You're 24. Yeah.
You feel old? Suck it up, Silent. I'm 30 years older than that, Silent. 30 years older
He's
than
old enough to be your father, Silent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it all sounds
My youngest
the same,
kid is that.
Tetley. It all sounds the same. I get like on the way home, I like to listen to angry music. So I like
I
to
just saw it.
to Pantera and shit like that.
I'm so old I can't walk. There you go, Bill.
Yeah, I'm over the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I just like, I don't. But I've noticed on TikTok lately, because I'm addicted to that shit now. Fucking thanks, Aries. A lot of people are talking about Greta Van Fleet like there's some brand new band that just popped up. I've known about them for a couple years now. I like them. They sound a lot like 80s rock. So I kind of dig that. I like the Darkness. I don't know. Did y'all ever listen to the Darkness?
Like you like your coffee? What? What are you talking
I
about?
believe in a thing called love. Well, Nirvana wasn't Nirvana, Pearl Jam, all of those grunge bands killed hair metal. But they were on the way out anyway. They were getting too old for those haircuts and leather pants.
It's a shame that YouTube won't let you play. Well, I mean, they will.
Somebody
to
says
a
silent.
point.
Tell your mom I said hi.
But-
They do kind of sound Led Zeppelin to me, but it just reminds me of that the 70s going into 80s where they were turning into the hair metal kind of thing. I like them though. The guy's got a very distinct voice.
I tried to turn the wattage up on the mesh, and it almost
Never been a what
seemed like I was getting a dry hit. So
might be.
I backed it back down. I may try going back up. I wanted the cotton to get broke in first. You don't want to, that's a lot of cotton. So Juice World.
I didn't know he had a channel, Tetley. I
Juice
like the
World
darkness.
died. What?
What is a Juice World?
He's the one that did the collaboration with Eminem on Godzilla.
He's dead?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Unless
Okay.
that's a different Juice World or
I don't-
old video, he died.
Nobody wants to see me do a reaction to rap music because I generally don't like it. So, it all sounds like mumbling garbage.
Unreleased
to me.
songs. Okay.
I don't like it.
See, and I don't even keep up with rap that much, but I know that. Well, because I watch. I mean, Eminem is just freaking really good.
See,
so.
I'm not even really a fan. I don't like rap. I just don't like it.
This is the thing, right? I may
I
not.
like it.
I don't like a lot of the rap that's out today,
I like R&B. I don't like rap.
but the lyrics.
I don't even like the old 80s rap.
The lyrics that Eminem puts into his videos all make sense, and they're kind of genius the way he puts it together. That's why I like it. So, and the beat's always good. So, there you go.
I just don't.
Well, most of his songs. I won't
Yeah, I
say
just
every
don't
one
like
of them, but
Yeah, no, I just don't like it. Silent now, what was it? Ice Cube. Today was a good day, or California, or like some of the poppier songs that they put on the radio. I like that. I don't like rap. What is PIL? I don't know what that is. Well, that was 80s
the
rap.
gauge
and
for the
that-
coils. Oh, where do you buy it? All of my wire comes from a place called Wire Optum.
No, he's talking about the gauge, the coily tool. Doesn't Simon still have a website?
Well, this is no, the coily tool is Simon.
Yeah,
But-
I said, doesn't Simon have a website? He said the gauge for the coils. Where do you buy it? I'm assuming he means the coily tool. He said yes.
Okay,
Not the
he's
wire.
talking about that. Yeah, Simon's still on
Oh,
Facebook as
yeah.
far as I know. If I can think of his last name.
See, I
dadgum-
never really got into the Sex Pistols, but I do like
Simon Martin, Lemmon. Simon, here, I'll give you a link directly to his Facebook. And if he's still making them, then you'll be able to get one from him.
rap music hasn't been about killing cops since like the 80s, but that was a few specific groups, just because that was the popular rebellion. Yeah.
Yeah, if Simon's still around, yeah. Wire Optum is where I buy my wire from, which used to be Lightning Vapes, but now they are Wire Optum, and they just had a 30% off sale. I think that's over now, unfortunately.
I have my old co-worker. She was a black girl. She's like, "Do you know what NWA stands for?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna say it." Yeah. I actually have an NWA song on my Spotify list. It's called Automobile. I love that song. However, it is not appropriate to play in the office. even though I will sing the fuck along with it in the car.
All right, I'm going to try to go up to 50 watts. It's kind of weird. It's kind of,
Excuse me.
it's vaping okay, but it seems like it's not getting the juice quick enough, which that would be a big problem with mesh. You don't want that to happen. I didn't
You didn't
put
do
too
max
much.
VG, did you?
Yeah, it's max VG. Of course I max VG my juice, but it shouldn't matter on this. Okay, that was fine. That's getting better. I'm going slowly up on the wattage. I just want to make sure. See, because if you go and sit there and hit mesh at really high wattages right to start off with, that's thick cotton that all that juice has to soak into. So if you start hitting it really hard early, you're going to get a dry hit and it's going to suck. So I've been waiting to let
Nothing, Deweese. It's just a.
the coins are just a game. It's just
I don't agree with banning TikTok. Just the same with Facebook. You're supposed to be 18 to get on it.
Nope, that's burnt.
I think TikTok is great for my attention span. Because some of those people are fucking hilarious. What isn't China anymore, though, Timekeeper? I mean, really, what isn't?
I'm gonna have another look at this because this.
I'm not gonna put anything on TikTok that would put me at risk. I just watch. I like watching funny animal videos or people busting their ass. Some of those people are fucking hilarious, and it amuses me. And they're all what, like 20, 30-second videos? It's perfect for my.
It's a little drier than what I would
Too
like.
much internet porn. Yeah, that's a completely different site, Steve. Just saying.
All right,
and Timekeeper, they see me. They see me log on Facebook. They see me log on to Netflix. It doesn't. Who isn't watching me at this point? Have fucking fun. What are you gonna find? I feel sorry for the person that is in charge of watching my internet activity because they're like, damn, she doesn't do a goddamn thing. Yeah,
I'm taking away some of this wick because it's dry hitting, and I think I had too much down in there.
I mean, really, everything's. We go to the grocery store and we're being watched. So, well, what the fuck are you doing here, Eric? If you're in a hotel room with a hot tub and a woman, does Jade know? I'm just saying. Bye, bitches. Why y'all hanging out here?
Well, at least he's out of the cold weather that they're in.
Don't turn the heat up too high, and you'll pass out. Be careful. She said, "Wait, what? I'm not." You better go see what's going on, Jay.
Okay, so now I'm putting some more juice on here to make sure that I don't dry hit to start off with. But I think what it was is it wasn't able to get the juice quick enough because I had too much cotton in there. Simple, easy fix. It's better to have too much than not enough. That's what she said.
Stuff too much in there.
Yeah, that's what she said also. So I I changed that. So now it should be able to look. You can see the bubbles coming up, which is a good sign. That means, hey, juice is making its way in there, and I should be able to crank up the wattages. The blue pill's kicking in.
Well, hurry up then.
Hey,
if they're gonna send Chinese balloons, they need to start dropping vape gear out of them. That's their new shipping strategy.
I did that. I lit one of those things.
He is not gonna fall for that.
Yeah, that's not even. I was looking at that, going, "What the hell? That doesn't even make sense." But I mean, yeah, I get it. But all right,
we don't really have those around here anymore. I no offense to anybody that does them, but I always thought vape competitions were some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It used to drive me crazy to go into a vape shop and see the guys in there just fucking walking around pushing it. That to me, It was
Steve, I got to show
it
you
was
something
stupid.
because I know Kyle has
Stupid.
partook in this.
Pop a blue pill, chug NyQuil, and see if you can work one out before you pass out. I mean, that's definitely an evening challenge. Could lead to some awkward situations if you don't make it. Yes, I have heard of April Wine. One of my favorite songs in the world is "You Won't Dance with Me." I love
I
that song.
swear it looks like Lily was making a margarita in the kitchen.
She used to drink my leftover
She even
whiskey
had
or
she even
bourbon
had the
and
glass.
Dr.
It
Pepper.
looks like a margarita, and I asked her what was in there, and she said coffee and milk.
You sure it's not Kahlua? Because that was about the age I started drinking Kahlua and milk, not realizing it had booze in it.
So I
Bill
believe
wants to know what kind of vape he should get. I'm going to be honest with you, Bill. I would go and get a disposable first.
yeah.
And
Something
try
like-
those and find your flavor profile and find a flavor that you like, that you stick
These
with.
are really
To
good.
where when you smoke a cigarette, you're like, this is nasty. Where's my vape again? And once you find a flavor that you know you can deal with all day, then you
Boom.
can work your way up to something a little bit more.
Tony said he's going to hook you up at Flying Circus, which will be awesome. Yeah,
Awesome.
Tony, hook up Bill, man. He wants to get off the cigarettes, and once he gets introduced into it, he'll be good to go.
See, John Q, I never saw any women in any of those clouds. They were all fucking neckbeards with gauges and no deodorant.
Silent.
Yeah.
Hell no. If you're
No.
watching those stupid ass commercials that are on YouTube and the TV that say vaping is 95 to 97% safer than smoking cigarettes.
You are way too close to that
The
microphone,
reason,
sir.
the reason why you see all them ads is because big tobacco is paying to make
It's not
vaping
big.
look bad.
It's not big tobacco.
And
it's the
pharmaceutical companies.
It's the pharmaceutical industry because they are losing money.
I was spitting on the mic. My bad.
When people quit smoking, the Tobacco-Free Kids, Smoke-Free America, the American Lung Association, the American Heart Association, they all get funding from certain people. Most of those people have their pockets lined by those in the pharmaceutical industry. It also lines the pockets of those states that gain big through the Master Tobacco Settlement Act. They get paid a percentage of what the tobacco companies sell, right? So specifically New York and California are two of the biggest benefactors of the Master Tobacco Settlement Act. So the more cigarettes that are sold, the more money these states make. They've balanced their budgets on this money that they don't have yet. Now that all of these bills are coming due and they thought they were going to make $5 billion this year based on those taxes that they get in from cigarette sales.
Isn't weed better for you than vaping? You can vape weed if you want to.
It depends. It depends on how you smoke it, Silent. If it's in a bong filtered through water, that's better than smoking a doobie or a bowl. If it's the and I don't even want to say oil. If it's the liquid form, that's even better than that. So, yeah, it can be.
Hot Butter Steve, this is what Kylo Glee said he had, and if he did, that's what I drink on a regular basis. So, this is 103 proof Fighting Cock Kentucky bourbon. No, I don't want to try whatever hell drink y'all made. That looks terrible. So, yeah, I drink that. It's delicious. Exactly. Thank you, Steve. Your home crowd hates it. Dude, I've drank this since I was 16. I hate to say that, but I was 16 when I started drinking this.
I went into the liquor store one time, Steve, and bought a bottle of it. And when I checked out, the guy was like, I wish I could tell you I remember the last time that I drank this. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, I don't remember a damn thing. I got some of my coworkers because that's what we drink. I've never had a hangover, right?
Let me see if I can find
and
one. Oh, there we
so
go.
my coworker bought some, and he came and he's like, "You lie,
So
you lied to me."
here's one of my
I'm
tank
right,
wraps.
silent.
You can see where it says Scuba's Hangout on here. If it will
Hi.
focus. Well, it's
kitty.
not going to focus. It also says nuts and cock. You see that? Nuts and cock
kitty.
on there. And the whole reason why it says nuts and cock is because Nilla Nuts is the main juice that I vape. Nilla Nuts, right? And Fighting Cock is my drink of choice. So that's the nuts and cock.
Come here.
I'm being completely, I mean, that's exactly
Where'd
what
the kitty
I
go? Come
use.
here.
So why not have nuts and cock? Yes,
Well, there's a
it's
kitty.
not suspects. It's not suspect silent. It's exactly what I use. So it is just promoting what I use. Nuts and cock. Just saying. I use this show to go to sleep. Oh, well, you can't really post a video now, can you, Hot Buttered Steve? I saw it, but I don't remember. I remember seeing that he got bad I don't get hangovers from fighting cock, so I don't know
Yeah.
what Kyle did, but I don't get hangovers from it.
I snapped.
Look at this. Let me see your drink. I'm gonna show. Look at
Dolores.
this child's drink, just to show y'all. Let me turn down the
What the hell
light.
did she make?
It's
What are your
coffee
children
milk.
down there whipping
Look
up?
at this.
That looks delicious. What is it? Taste it.
I don't
I
want to
see
taste
whipped
it.
cream and chocolate and
That's,
Oh my God!
that's coffee, milk, and whipped cream and cinnamon.
Coffee,
Milk.
milk, whipped cream, and cinnamon. All right.
coffee, milk,
I'm on
whipped
whipped
cream, and
cream.
cinnamon.
And ice. And ice.
Steve says that's pretty bougie. Yeah, it is. Or the correct pronunciation, that's bourgeois.
Okay. The best part of that is the whipped cream.
There used to be at the coffee
There's
beanery.
way too much milk in there.
There was coffee. It was called the Venetian or
Drink
something.
it all in
that
5
was
seconds. That's not even my
chocolate
drink.
coffee with cinnamon.
I do not like that, Dolores. That is, I don't know. They're sitting here drinking it like it's nothing. Are we teaching the kids bad habits? We're sitting here drinking so they go and make drinks in the kitchen.
She used to drink my look. Whenever I'd finish casting and I didn't finish my drink, I'd leave my bourbon and Dr Pepper on the counter. She'd come in the next morning and drink my drink. I had no idea. She's like 6 years old drinking fucking bourbon and Dr Pepper.
You two should. I've already done a drinking contest, Silent. I had 17 shots of this to beat out Malachite, who was hurling before the end of the show.
Oh, he can drink the most.
I
Easily.
can definitely drink the most. I don't
I mean,
know
I
how.
can keep up pretty good just because, alcohol is in my nature. I'm German, Scottish, and Irish. So he was slaughtered. Yeah.
Oh, I was tore up, Tetley. I was tore
toe
up.
up from the flow up.
Straight
Ooh,
vodka.
Straight vodka. Gross. Why would I want to do that?
Ugh, that doesn't. It has to taste good, Silent. You remember that night, Tiger? Yeah, that night
Good,
I
because
was
he don't.
I was tore up. I ain't gonna lie, but hell, I didn't think you could have that many shots and stay upright, but I was.
Hi. Yeah, this whole time, right? So I was always told. I mean, obviously, my last name is Callahan, right? We thought we were Irish. No, we're more Scottish than Irish. Come here. You want to say hi to everybody, Junior?
Just show the undies picture again.
Come here, baby.
Right, Creed?
You want to know the name of this? A cold ice frappuccino.
Well, it's not even 10
Oh.
o'clock,
Wait,
and
no,
it's
I said
Friday. Junior's probably
Cold
getting ready to go to
ice
bed here shortly.
whipped cream,
He keeps escaping from mom and running in here.
frappuccino.
Why are
All
you
children-
scuba? Why are you scuba?
Oh,
why
thank you.
am I scuba?
He's just bringing me random cardboard products from the hallway now.
I can tell you. Have you ever seen the movie What Are
What
You?
are you?
What am I? Oh,
He is human.
I'm white and redneck and mainly Cherokee Indian, if anything. that's about it. I don't know as far as the other
me taste it.
heritage. I haven't done like a genealogy report or anything, so Hallie's on her second one.
That's an awful lot of whipped cream. I can't even get a drink because
I know, right? See
like
ya,
a whipped cream shield.
see ya,
on
Linda.
top. Bye, Linda. Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks, Bill. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, I am let's see, Scottish, Irish, and German on my dad's side, and Welsh on my mom's side. I know on my mom's side her mother has, I think it was Sioux Indian, but I don't know. That's just what I've always been
Silent,
told.
I can tell you that too. Have you seen the movie?
I just couldn't get any whiter, I'll know that much.
Have you seen the movie Big Daddy, Silent 9? That's where Scuba Steve comes from. Me and my friends all went to go watch that movie in the theaters. And you haven't seen Big Daddy? What? Okay.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to ask that question until you watch the movie Big Daddy
Oh boy.
with Adam Sandler. Wow. Anyways, there is a character that they refer to in there as Scuba Steve.
You got crayons.
And one of my friends gave me the nickname that night, and I did not like it. I pushed it. I was like, no, South Park, really? Anyways, I kept saying, no, I don't want to be called that. And then every time he would introduce me to somebody, like I'm meeting a new person, he would be like, this is my buddy Scuba. And he did it so much that I got used to it, and then it just became my nickname. So there you go. Been Scuba Steve since the movie Big Daddy came out. So whenever that came out, that's how long I've been Scuba Steve.
What are you doing?
There's Junior. He's gonna hack the internet right now.
No, he's playing with his crayons.
Oh,
You want to say hi? Look, Junior, say hi.
hi, Junior. Hi. Say deuces. Do the deuces. Oh, come on. Do deuces. Deuces.
He's waving in his crayons.
Deuces. I can't make him do the two fingers. I've been trying. You don't have a much of backstory for Silent 9? You know, when I first saw you on the internet, I thought of a reason why you were Silent 9, and then I couldn't remember why I thought of it. And then I was like, well, the whole ninja thing, and then, but I didn't know where the 9 part came from, but was well into diving, right? The sea, not muff. Tetley. What's funny about that is my Marine son is a scuba diver, has been scuba diving in Okinawa, which is supposedly like one of the best places you can go in the world to scuba dive. So I'm kind of jealous of him for that. But I mean, I could go and scuba dive and get certified and all that good stuff. But I mean, honestly, it's like, I'm old.
Ew.
There is no black lights in this room, Steve. It's literally, I have a couple of blue, well, hell, here, I'll show you some of this stuff. I have a light up here that you can't see that I leave. Whoa, the camera's not, hold on. I got a light right there that I leave off because the camera does weird things. And then I have that cube right there that I made myself. Well, that was a lot of soldering. Every one of those LEDs I had to solder myself. The camera now needs to be readjusted. Let me fix this.
Yeah, I want you to draw him a beaver.
That should fix it, hopefully. There we go.
Aren't you? What do you want her to draw a picture of a beaver doing for you? Keep it PG.
You're going to go scuba diving in Jamaica. Oh, good luck with that.
You can't fit all those crayons in one box, sir.
Yeah, but I have a couple of blue LED lights that light up. This stand lights up blue too, but it's unplugged. right now because this used to be full of mods. They're all right next to me. I mean, there's a giant box of mods, which I showed on last week's show. I showed one box. Now I have another one. And we hadn't even got to the cabinet yet that's absolutely full of mods, along with the tanks that I have that are in various, say my age. I am 54, Tony. 54. I will be 55, I do believe, in August. I was born in 68. Does that add up?
Yes, it does. Why are you pulling all the crayons out of the box?
So, yeah. Oh, your sister's wedding. I'm almost 100. Well, thanks, Silent. You know what, Silent? But I fly. Silent, I know you haven't, but I'm going to suggest. Have you ever been on my channel and looked up the My First Flight or my Soar the Shore video? You might want to look at those. That's me flying a paramotor. Do something cool like that, Silent. Yeah, do that. Go look up my first flight. And that you'll hear Munchkin talking in the background saying that, oh, now my panic can start because that was the first time I ever flew from Spring Hill Airport down there in Louisiana.
He flies in a dress.
You've seen those videos? Yes, Silent, I do that.
Defensive, isn't he, Stina?
Along with Hot Buttered Steve, who is in chat right now. I don't know if I think Tony Marzano, Deweese, Eric, Jade. How many more do we have in here? Bill H. There was another one. Oh, Will Fly. All those fly paramotors. All these people that you see, and not everybody in chat, obviously, but there's a lot of people in chat that Tucker got. Tucker God is not in this chat. I guarantee that. He might come to some people's chat, but it ain't mine.
Randy, yeah.
Well, Silent, I'll tell you this. If you're a dude, right? Have you not ever dreamed of flying?
I don't think Lonnie Anderson.
Is that not one of your dreams? Like, hey, I'd love to fly in the sky like Superman. That's what paramotoring does. It's fulfilling that dream. You may not even want to do it till you get old and decrepit, but I would highly suggest that you do it at some point.
I said how old I was.
You did? I didn't hear you say it.
Yes, that is Boots, Dolores.
Yeah, that's Boots. Boots likes Katie for some reason. I will fly in a plane. I'm sure he means plane. That is all. If you ever wanted to go above the clouds and work out a quickie, I have not had that desire there, Steve, but...
Yeah, but now you're going to be thinking about it.
I will not think about that. The only thing I wanted to do, I did want to vape while I was in the clouds. I did do that. That was fun. You flew through the air a few times, but I started those on a mountain bike. That sounds like a crash. But at my age, what is a few more years of living? I
fetishize women, Silent.
If anything,
Asian women will fuck you up.
Dom Long, I hate that I waited. I hate that the technology didn't really come around good until now as far as paramotoring. It was a thing even when I was small, because I swore when I was on a baseball field, when I was a young kid, I saw somebody flying one of these things. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I never thought too much about it. But now that I've seen them, I'm like, oh, yeah. So it is really fun to do. Taking off and landing is the hardest part, obviously. Especially the landing for me so far. I will get that landing down, though. I don't know about on this wing. But the Mac Charger, I would have nailed it. If I could have got one more landing, I would have nailed it. I know it. Bill saw my last one. I almost got it, but I kind of slid on that last one. Kyle didn't say anything to me. He was like, shit happens.
You have a feeling that you would hit a tree. It's possible.
That's why you look where you're going.
It's
You
better
know.
than a power line.
Yeah, you don't want to fly into power line. You were there, Bill. Yep. I posted all
sat there
those
and
videos,
watched-
Bill. They're long, but
Poor Bill empty out all of his dead gas.
if you're on a
Those tank-
phone and you look at the videos, it's kind of small. But if you're on a computer with a big screen, I have all those videos, part 1, part 2, part 3 of that mini fly-in. So if you ever want to watch those, Bill, you know, or you may
I
already
didn't
have.
say you were hating
but-
on them, Silent.
Oh,
I
you
said
seen them? Okay, cool.
You're fetishizing Asian women. And I'm going to tell you right now, Asian women don't fuck around. They will mess you up. They're
Silent,
mean.
if you go over there, be careful, dude. Them women want to get with you and get married so that they can get a green card to come over to the U.S. They
To
don't
come
care
from
nothing about
Japan?
you.
No, the fuck they don't.
Not from Japan, but is that where he's going?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, they still want to come to America. You know they do.
Yeah, women from Mississippi will fuck you up too. But yeah.
This is
Women,
vaping.
women in general, Silent women.
This is vaping way better now. Way better. All I had to do was remove a little bit of the wick. This is actually.
Deweese, is he wrong? I'm just saying.
Deweese
Is he wrong?
Deweese is from MI, quick letter,
Okay,
I,
but I'm saying he's not wrong. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go
It
to
is,
Ohio,
it is
Silent.
possible.
I
No,
can't-
you're not allowed to go. There
not
ain't
allowed to
nothing
go.
good in Ohio.
Well, no Parramatta for me. I did hang gliding back in the day. Hang gliding I did do. I do have a video on my channel where I went hang. That was my first attempt at anything like that. I went hang gliding tandem, but the guy literally, when they let go from the ultralight that was pulling us, he basically handed me the controls and said, "You fly it," and let me fly it all the way down and land it, which was
See,
freaking awesome.
Deweese, we've got pig farms around here. My sister works for the Department of Environmental Quality. So she knows where all the good ones are. Keep that in mind, dear.
You're going to Saudi Arabia. That gum, Silent, you're going all over the place. I've never even been out of the country.
I
Yes.
have, but I don't remember it. The only thing I remember is pigeons and marble.
Go ahead. Oh, you did it again. She has colored her lips again.
Which one?
I haven't even been out of my house. Well, Steve, we know better than that. Lily, come on over here a little bit more. See her lips?
What is that? Marker?
No.
What is on your face?
Mascara? Mascara on her lips.
Well, I bought you makeup. Why would you put mascara on your lips, you weirdo?
It's my mascara. There's also lipstick
I
on
don't
it.
care if it's yours. I bought you makeup that comes with lipstick that goes on your lips. Not
There's
I.
In the cracks, you see the lipstick?
Yeah, Steve made the whole trip from Kansas down to Texas so he could fly on the beach down there, which I wish I could fly on the beach here. Our closest beach is Virginia Beach. And if you look that up on any.
You could fly a buckrow.
No, Buckrow is also in the class.
Again,
D
like I
airspace.
said, you have to suck it up and call Langley.
Yeah. Well, I don't think Langley would care because it's literally at the very edge of their airspace. And most of the
Well, you can't go
I
that
just
way.
don't want to get hit by an F-18. The main things that train around here are F-18s.
I would prefer that you not get hit by a fucking jet too. That's why you need to call Langley.
You don't. Normal propeller planes, you can see them and kind of move out of the way. Those jets are on you before you even know what happened. I don't want to be in that flight area. Just saying.
Yeah, Stiffy. Thank you. What? Well, you want what?
He's gonna start pleasing you. Please.
I don't have anything. Well, you just got up here. Now you want down again? Yeah. Okay.
Well, we have been through 2 hours. It is time to get off of here. And I know we got like a lot of people in here and still chatting and just having a ball, but you know.
Silent says, please read his other comment.
Yes, Bill H did fly with me. All of us flew down there. That was like the coolest part of my whole trip.
Wait,
to
Silent
Louisiana.
says, do you know each other in real life? Hold on a second.
That's funny, Silent. Yeah, Bill and I got to fly together down there at the little mini fly-in, which was like the highlight of my trip down there. Besides getting to fly, period, that little mini fly-in was amazing to do. Just having all the other guys there fly was awesome.
Silent wants to know if we know each other in real life. Apparently.
Is that better, Silent? It was an awesome day, Bill. Really an awesome day. You're so blind. I know, right? You're blind. You can't see the forest for the trees, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness. We're next door neighbors. All right. I'm gonna wait till Munchkin gets back, and I think we're gonna bump off here. I think our job is done here for tonight, and I don't want to try and put a big dent in this bottle or anything. My verdict on the mesh tank is I honestly think that this is better than the coil version. The mesh is really good on here. So
Silent, didn't you hear me say earlier that we were buying a house?
he just kind of skips past the stuff he don't need to hear, I think. Well, thank you, Deweese. Yes, we're buying a house, Silent. We're going to be moving.
I don't keep him under the steps. He's going to be having his own room.
You're working right now? Okay. Get your work on. Hey, but at least you got your own place now, Silent, and you got a PS5. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
And his his controller is charged.
His controller's charged? I don't believe it. Do some live video. We'll play some World War II zombies. Which will be like, damn, how do we do this Easter egg again? It's freaking so old. Oh my God.
Hey, you could get Nate and Glint on with Silent and let him teach them how to do the Easter eggs.
I still play that game every once in a while. I ain't gonna lie, especially Shadowed Throne. That was my favorite. I don't know why. I just there's so many glitches on that map. It's ridiculous. There's glitch after glitch in that map. You can get out of the map and just go and
thank you.
Go right to the boss if you want to, pretty much.
You don't need to bring me everything that's in that box.
You guys have an excellent weekend. I have some lights coming tomorrow from Amazon that I'm going to be using in the basement of the new house. So I'm already ordering stuff for the new house. We have a lot more to get for the new house. Don't get me wrong. One of the things we're getting is a really long, they call it a toolbox, but it's got a butcher block on top that's like 2 inches thick and multiple drawers and cabinets, and it's stainless steel on the front and a butcher block on top, and it's like almost $500, but I want it, or we want it, so we're going to end up getting one of those. It's going to separate the kitchen from the living room because our living room and kitchen is all like one big area, so we're going to separate stuff like that. But you got the Geek Vape Key 200. Nice, Vapors Bad Boy. Nice. I've just not been a big fan of that Legend mod, and I have multiples of it. I did like the X because of the big screen, but I'm just not a big fan of those for some reason. They did get a lot better. When I first got it, the battery life sucked, but they fixed all that. Thank God. Oh, you can come harass us anytime you want, Steve. We're glad
we got to see you as well, Steve.
Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all go look at Hot Buttered Productions videos. He is hilarious. The man flies a paramotor and wears a dress while doing it. You can't beat that kind of entertainment right there. Yeah. Should I steal Steve's line? No, I'm not going to steal it.
What line?
You've never heard his line?
Probably. I just don't remember what it is.
He goes, if we don't see you on the air, we'll see you in the air. Yeah.
Okay, that's cheesy as hell. but, yeah,
What?
that's a good one. Right.
It's just a line. I mean, I
But no,
can
you can't
guarantee
steal it.
that I will see Steve on the air before I see him in the air.
Yes, most likely. Mhm. Junior
He's like, that son of a bitch
all
just
the
stole
flavors.
my line. That's the only time I'm doing that, Steve. There you go.
Hey.
One time.
What are you doing? See you back there.
All right, you guys have a great weekend. We'll catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And we'll see what, I don't even know what we're going to do next week, but we'll figure something out.
I don't know.
But
Bye, Sickles.
bye, everybody.